Hello and welcome back to lesson 30, I believe, for the Whilock tutor. Let's get started. Farmer packs 36 eggs into 9 cartons equally. How many eggs are in each carton? We can divide it because there's 9 cartons total. We can divide each egg. 36 divided by 9 is 4c. City has 800,000 people and 16 square miles. How many people lives in 2 square miles? If there's 800,000, 16 square miles, how many in 2? Now, this one, I guess we can use calculators. It's quite a lot of math we need to do, but I'll explain the steps on how to do it. So basically, we're setting proportions here. Set equal to each other. How do you get from 16 to 2? Well, you divide by 8, of course. So how did you get 800,000 to x? You divide by 8, so the answer should be B. There are 20 flowers in 4 gardens. Later, there are 20 flowers in 4 gardens. How many flowers per garden? So here, just total 5. If you divide here, just 4. Oh, I'm sorry, this is supposed to be 4. I did the math in my head. 7. So what's the difference? Because how many more flowers are there? It's 2. That's the difference. In a group of 5 out of 10 students play sports. If there are 200 students total, how many play sports? So basically 5 out of 10 is half. Then out of 200 should be C, 100. Printer produces 150 pages in 3 minutes. How long will it take to print 450 minutes or 450 pages? Now, once again, you could divide always, but that's a lame method. We always want to set proportions. Why? Because it's going to get more difficult later on in the future, and this would always help me out. So remember, you want to cross multiply. 1,250 equals 150x. Now we divide that by 150. The answer should be 9. Out of every 10 oranges, 3 are rotten. So that's a 0.3%. 200, that's a 30%, sorry. If 200 oranges are picked, how many are good? This is the ratio. 3 are rotten out of 10. Then 200 is x much. How do you get 10 to 200? Well, you multiply 20, of course. Whatever you do to the top, you always have to do to the bottom. Whatever you do to the bottom, you always have to do to the top, or vice versa. 3 times 20 is 600. Oh, I'm sorry. So 60 are rotten, and they're asking for how many are good. So what's 200 minus 60? That's 140C. Bike travels 120 miles in 4 hours. How far will it travel in 6 hours at the same speed? Okay, this one we don't really need to set proportions because it's a lot more simpler if you just divide it this way. So 1 hour we get 30 miles, and 6 times 3 is 180C. Recipe uses 3 cups of flour for 12 serving. How much flour is needed for 16 servings? So of course, how do you get 3 to 12? You multiply by 4. Then of course you're going to need 4 cups for 16 servings. There are 24 students in 6 classrooms equally. How many students are in 10 classrooms? So we could divide 24 by 6 to find this set ratio. 24 by 6 is 4 students in 1 classroom. Now because there's a total of 10, the answer should be 40 because 10 times 4 is 40. Factory sells 8 items out of every 20 produced. If 500s are made, how many are sold? I'm sorry, I said the proportions wrong. Because 8 sells, 500 are made. Now, how do you get 500 to 20? Well, you multiply by 25. Remember what you do to the top, you always have to do the bottom. So 25 times 8, that's basically $2. 200 are sold. And thank you for listening.